Attention, everybody. The views and opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of Acts Ministry, Acts Media Group, and or their affiliate and supported ministries and or nonprofits. Some of this content may be adult in nature, so please use discretion while watching with children. And the sound you're hearing, Jay, the echo, is because the sound is on the black computer.
Yes.
Good morning! Coming to you live from Acts Media Group headquarters here in the beautiful Springfield, Missouri. It's the Morning Drive with Matt and Jay, with your hosts, Matt and Jay. We're having a blast today. Back in the saddle again, that's me.
You see this?
Huh? No, not yet. Go into Acts Media Group on Facebook. Oh, it's black.
Not anymore.
Ah, you fixed it. It's like that, you know, the show must be paused or something. Did you ever?
Well, no, I was testing it, and then I didn't.
Ah, I see. So good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Drive with Matt and Jay. Did you put us on number 4?
What do you mean?
On the fourth layer?
I did not.
Okay. Well, you'll probably want to do that. We'll see. It'll be fun. Anyways, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Drive with Matt and Jay. My name is Matt.
My name is Jay.
We're glad to have everybody on board with us today. Today's
So I function mute until the call.
yeah, yep.
How about
All right,
now? How's
that's
that?
a lot better.
A lot
Well,
better.
Check one. Check. No, it's still there.
It is still there.
Function, and it'd be the little speaker. It'll be the little speaker.
I
with
see.
The,
Yeah. Oh, so okay. How about that?
that's better.
There it is.
There it is, right there. All right, so I'm going to share this right post. Boom. And I'm going to share this to my story. Boom. Share. Top 10 amazing coincidences.
There we go.
All right. Now
And so we want the VR Roland on 4.
yeah, that would be my guess. Well, you know, you can hit. My guess is so that way you can just add stuff to the different layers in the middle. We've always got to be the last layer. You know, last is first is last.
All right. And then, and we have 10 available. Can we be on 10?
No, that is in front of us. Is there 10 available on the Foursquare thing?
No.
Okay, so that's the layers for green screen only.
But we're not green screen.
No, that's why.
So could we be on 10? Should we try it?
Well, I'd say just leave it on 4.
I'm going to try it.
I'd say just leave it on 4.
See what happens.
If it's not broke, don't fix
If we
it.
disappear, we're still there, bro.
Yeah, but then you won't be able to see anything behind us.
You don't want to, do you?
Well,
Or in front of us, you mean? Oh, okay. I see.
good to see you.
What about 5
too,
then?
Larry?
Let's
5.
put us on 5.
Put us on 5.
Yeah, so that only green screen, so we could have 4 available green screens for behind us.
I mean, we can try it.
That would make sense, right?
I don't foresee us having 4 video calls.
See, I
going at
do.
once.
I see me arranging it. And then that way we'll have
Morning, Stacy.
5.
Larry Melton.
We can have 5 banners, up
Susan
to 5
Burroughs.
banners.
Yeah, and the banners will be in front of us.
Yeah, as they should be.
So,
All right, let's see. Did it work? It's proper. It's proper now, bro.
we'll see whenever we put
Whenever it doesn't work.
whenever you go to put a video call up on that green screen, we'll see if it actually works.
Right.
So,
Well, so the green screen's working for the Morning Drive logo.
yeah.
So that means it works.
So theoretically, yeah, sure. Actually, it should work.
Yeah.
So, are you going to work with Travis today, Jim?
Yes.
Yes, Stacy. It's good to be back. Mom, welcome to the party. Mom is
I'm going to
watching.
be showing up late, but
Yep.
hopefully there's enough time for me to be useful.
Are you going to be? What are you showing up late for?
Well, because I'm here,
Oh,
and I'll be here for a
yeah.
while.
You'll be a little bit later than normal. Yes. So today's topic: top 10 bizarre. You know, in this book that I got, that's got all the top 10 lists, right?
Oh, and I'm liking and sharing this video, by the way.
Please do.
Yeah,
Please do.
I forget that.
Like, it seems like all their top 10 lists have something to do with poop. It's like, why? We had that discussion
Bizarre.
yesterday. Yes.
If you do bizarre.
Yeah. Like,
Amazing is different than bizarre.
because I was going to do bizarre patents
Yeah.
yesterday. Well,
Why use the word bizarre? Stop using that word. Because bizarre isn't unusual or
I'm just going by what this says. All right. That's I'm just reading what it says. It's not my choice of words. It's actually what it's titled.
right. But when you search, what are you searching?
Some people search bizarre.
But what are you searching?
I just put top 10 and go with what it says.
So
usually.
never go with bizarre.
No, but this isn't a search. This is a book I actually bought
Oh,
that has top 10 lists. So I'm not actually searching it. It's actually, I'm going chapter by chapter.
we don't want
And,
that. No bizarre.
Right out of the gate, the butt parter and the a poo catcher. And it's like, come on now. Now, there is something cool. A dog ear protector. That's pretty cool. Unicorn maker.
And what is this subject?
Now, that was what we were going to do, but they lost us at the bodily function part. And the next one is top 10 coincidences, amazing coincidences. Like number 10 is a falling baby. In Detroit in the 1930s, a young man named Joseph Figlock came to the aid of a careless mother twice. On the first occasion, Figlock was walking down the street when the baby fell from a window many stories above. Fortunately, the baby fell on Figlock, who managed to catch it. Neither was hurt. 1 year later, the very same baby fell from the very same window. A certain Joseph Figlock, the very same, in fact, happened to be passing beneath the window, and for the second time in his life, he caught the baby as it fell. Same baby, same window, a year apart.
And did social services get involved there?
Somehow? One would think, I don't know that they had social services in the 1930s like that.
One would think, give me that baby.
Yeah, really, you should.
You don't want to do that with a baby, but give me that baby.
No, it seems like that's what the mother did with it, was standing by the window.
Yeah, somebody needs to say, this is not your baby anymore.
Yeah, this is, you have lost your right to procreate.
Yeah.
It's like, come on. Your baby falls out of the same window twice.
Yeah, you're in
And the
super
same
huge
guy.
trouble at this point.
And the same guy, the very same guy that caught the baby the first time, caught the baby the second time a year later, and just so happened to be walking underneath this very same window at the exact. Talk about divine intervention. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Definitely.
Jay is a Zoom caller at heart with all those camera options.
Who said that?
Johnny Rooster. Well, I do want to perfect and be familiar with this technology and be, proficient at using it.
Yeah.
And that's important to me.
And there are some things about this software and all that stuff that it's really hard to understand and let it click.
Yeah.
But when it does click, and it was for me, I've been messing around with the green screen for
a while,
a year or two.
Yeah. But for me,
and it
makes
finally
sense.
clicked.
It makes sense once I have a purpose for it and a use for it.
Right.
And I implement that. So now I'm thinking, okay, our guest can't be here. Hey, can you do a video call if I send you a link? You know what I mean? And then they're like, yeah. And so now I have a purpose for this. So now when I think of a guest who can't be here but can do a video call, I think the steps, you know what I mean? I've got to set up on the virtual studio. I've got to set up the layer. I've got to set up a call and then set up a layer on the virtual studio,
which
for
we'll
them
be
to
calling
come up on the video call.
We'll be calling Gizzani Resistor
Yes.
here in a little bit.
And that's our purpose for this. The learning curve is to learn something about our technology and then to use it, though it's not an intended use like something that came up and we need to use it. We're setting up reasons to use it so that we can be good at it.
Well, like we had discussed, learning stuff on Tuesday and then implementing it throughout the week.
Yeah.
To get more proficient at it.
Yep.
Johnny Richardson. Good morning, Marcia Holland. Good morning, Steve Schultz. Good morning, Mom. She says good morning. Larry says good morning, Beverly. This guy is a baby catcher, Larry says.
Yeah.
Becky Green. Good morning, Matt and Jay. Good morning, Becky. Larry Melton. Not like a dog catcher.
Yes, our show was on yesterday.
It was the Spirit in America
Edition.
and
we
of
should,
the morning.
it should be the Morning Drive Spirit in America edition. We'll do that in the title.
And see,
from
the
now on.
thing was, we've got it set up that way for a reason.
Yeah.
And due to health issues, both Steve and Randy have a difficult time sometimes getting here.
And sometimes even day of, morning of, they have to cancel.
Yes.
So that's difficult.
Like Steve's wife needs prayer. He woke up this morning and she is in a lot of pain and couldn't even help him get his braces on. So
she's got a neck problem, I think.
Yeah, so that he could come here. So he said, and that was at 6:30. I got that text. Yeah, 6:45. I got that text message from him.
No, it wasn't us two, Becky.
No, it was Randy Barr.
Yeah.
Or as his wife says, Randy Barr.
Yep.
And his guest was Tony Hammock.
Yes, our
an old friend of the studios.
His wife is wanting to produce something.
Yeah.
She wants us to help her with it.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Because I really enjoy them.
And that's going to be every Wednesday. There's going to be either Steve or Randy here.
Yeah.
And if they can't be here, neither one of them, we will be here. So we put it that way because due to the fact that they have so many issues, and plus Steve Mickey Mac is going to be having his hip replaced after next week and won't be able to do much traveling at all. So we'll, that way there's always someone here.
And it
we
was
don't have to worry about playing
oftentimes
videos.
leaving a blank space in our schedule.
Yes.
So we decided to put it in a place we knew would never be blank.
Except for the two people sitting here.
Yeah, because we're blanks. We are blanks.
I thought about coming in a green screen suit.
And that was also to be able to keep the schedule at 3 hours a day, because we have trouble with a few other shows having consistent airing and all that, and we're playing reruns, which is great. We do have reruns and all. But that way it's not invading any more of our time until...
And the schedule's going to change again.
Yeah.
Because we no longer have Dr. Steve Albrecht.
Yeah.
And it's not been
which we could move Steve and well, are we coming up with another show for that spot
We're going to
already?
come up with another show for that spot.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're going to Erin Herman, welcome to the party. She's a top fan.
Erin. Was she here yesterday? Was that she looks familiar.
I'm looking right now. No.
So good morning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's a realtor.
Yeah. Okay.
So thank you for joining us. Also, Steve was on some show out in Memphis, Tennessee, or Nashville, Tennessee, and did a big shout out for us.
Did he really?
The Morning Drive.
Yeah.
And Axe Media Group specifically, and then his show.
Yeah.
So we will be getting other people watching that normally don't watch. Today's topic is amazing coincidences. We already talked about one baby.
The baby catching.
One baby, one window, 1 year, twice.
One guy.
One guy, twice. Okay, so imagine you're walking, right? And all of a sudden you look up and there's a baby falling. You catch it. It lives. Thank God.
Yes.
So you're like, man, all year long you're walking. You're like, hey, looking up. He probably looked up to say, he probably looked up.
There's that window. That baby
He probably
fell
did
out
that
of that
every
one
time he walked by. He remembered that, and he looked up to be like, man, that baby. Ah! And it's coming again.
Yeah.
It's like, what? I would go up and just, all right, Mom, look. Put a screen on that window. No, put bars on that window.
Mom, too late.
Yes.
Second time, one time, kids can get away from it.
But it's the 30s, so they may not have had
still
the
one time.
Iron was in short supply, I'm sure, so they didn't have bars, and they probably couldn't afford screen material because, I mean, it was rough back then.
String?
Okay, well, then the baby would hang itself. We don't want that to happen.
Yeah, true.
Goldie was old enough to go. That's what Larry said. Don't know. What was that comment towards? I can't
Go me, Aaron says.
Go me.
And so Aaron, what's the name of your real estate agency? Who do you work for, and how can people find you?
Where
Go
are
ahead
you
and leave
seeing
that
that
in the
at?
comment.
Why is
Somebody said she was a real estate agent.
Well, I actually was reading her profile. Realtor, licensed realtor. Becky says, yes, I know she's running free with my Sissy Marie and Becky. Oh, Goldie. Okay, I'm behind on something. My thing's, who was your show on yesterday? Not like a dog catcher. Okay, and Larry says, no, they had an investor on. Becky Green, it wasn't you two. Good morning, Aaron. Aaron says,
Is EXP for expedited?
Realty, the
Buy
brokerage of the future. If you don't like your baby, throw it out the window, Larry says.
If it comes back to you,
twice,
then it's yours.
You know, that child and that man probably have a really good relationship now.
I would say. And what about his relationship with the mom?
I don't know. Number 9 comes in at...
You know, though, after the first time, I think I would hang out under that window for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you don't know, he may have been walking down the street, seen the baby in the window, playing in the window every day.
And went walking.
And was like, what is that baby doing in the window? And didn't want to get involved.
He was probably scared that the baby was going to fall again.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You see a baby playing in a window every day.
I've seen these, okay, and they're
you
still
might
around.
Be prepared for it to fall every day.
I think they're still around today in other countries where there's no yard space and it's overpopulated. I think it might even be in China.
Yeah.
Or Japan, one of the two, or maybe India. There's these really, really tall buildings, and outside these windows is like held up chain platform, like a platform that's down with a cage over it, with children playing out in this little cage, hanging over the city. It's crazy.
Cool.
We got 2 minutes. We got a minute and 15 seconds till we're supposed to start our commercial break. But we'll go. Number 9, the mystery monk. In the 1800s in Austria, a well-regarded portrait painter, Joseph Einer, tried to kill himself on a number of occasions. At the age of 18, during his first attempt, a Capuchin monk interrupted him. He survived. 4 years later, the same monk again interrupted Einer as he tried to hang himself. 8 years later, Einer was sentenced to hang for treason due to his political activities. His life was saved by the intervention of an unnamed Capuchin monk. At the age of 68, Einer committed suicide by shooting himself. The unknown Capuchin monk presided over his funeral service. Interesting.
That's commitment.
The baby needed its diaper changed.
Yeah.
Larry. Dennis
I bet
Everson
it
said
did.
some
after
people
falling
prefer
out of that window.
some people prefer to. We got a whole other conversation going on there. Some people prefer to invest in semi-precious metals like brass and lead.
Yeah.
I think it was have to do about iron being in short supply.
No.
Invest in gold and silver. That's what
Invest
Larry
in
said.
nickel. Should be going up. They're opening up a mine with the battery production. Nickel's an important element to that.
People, feel free, if you're watching and you haven't posted in the comments, please do.
Please do.
The more comments that we have, the more visibility we will have.
And subscribe. The more subscribers who watch and comment, the higher our rating will be on YouTube as well. Oh, and watch on YouTube. Check us out on YouTube.
That'll
Our
help us.
videos are all up there.
If
you
we
can go
can
back
get,
and check them out anytime.
my goal is,
Oh, we're time for a commercial.
here in a couple years, I want to have a gold play button right up there.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
All right. Well,
With God, all things are possible.
and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch to 4. I'm going to play that video.
If you were your age and you had to start a business because you had nothing else, what would you start?
I'd wait for the government to pay me money.
somebody sneezes and I get pneumonia. So I was constantly in the hospital, like every 2 weeks, because they wanted to come to school sick and the school didn't want to do anything about it.
And so I make it a point to say something about God at least once during every conversation we have. I have my crosses. I have that scripture box that if people sometimes just come in to drop off a scripture to leave in the box, and then some people just come in to pick up a scripture. So, if you're in need of some encouragement, just come and stick your hand in the box and pull something out, and hopefully God will encourage you that way. And sometimes it's prayer. So that's the one thing I love about this. Okay, this is one of my favorite things about this whole thing. Most of the time when I'm not talking, I'm praying. Like, I have no excuse not to be praying. My prayer life has changed in this massage room.
Bringing in the audio. Bringing in the audio.
And we're back.
And we're back. Welcome back to the... Oh, yeah, you know what? You forgot to turn the morning drive thing. Because if they're green in the back, you got to turn the green screen effects off.
Is it showing?
Yeah, it says morning drive. Amazing coincidences. And then it faded in.
Oh.
Yeah, because
he had green
because they were standing in front of the green screen. So we need to... so, Rooster, you're going to have to start recording your commercials and stuff in front of a black screen instead of a green screen. So that way we don't have to worry about turning it off. There was one commercial that they had where they were outside.
Yeah, because that's a lot of...
It is a lot of clicky stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and easy to forget stuff. So, like, they were recording video of, like, this grassy field.
Uh-huh.
And all the grass started looking like the barn on Johnny Rooster's
Really?
show. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's funny. So, yeah.
Yeah, well,
amazing
we got to
coincidence.
work that out, too, yeah.
Yeah, that's all part of growth, and,
Yes.
and stuff like that.
Implementing new technologies that we don't really understand.
Number
Sure
8.
did, didn't it?
Photographic coincidence. That's number 8, coming in on top 10 amazing coincidences. We'll try to get through all of them today. We may not, though, because these are just too
Did
interesting.
I not have the commercial volume on?
Yeah, you did. Okay. That's why I turned it on. But you had the
green screen on there.
Well, you also
well,
had
no,
the,
because somebody commented they couldn't hear.
Yeah, I think you had the from computer or something like that probably turned down. I don't know. We'll get it worked out. But then she says, "Okay, now." So I think it was that first one is like quiet, and then the second one's loud. Photographic coincidence. In 1914, a German mother photographed her infant son. She took the film plates to be developed at a store in Strasbourg, but was unable to retrieve them due to the breakout of World War I. 2 years later, she bought a film plate in Frankfurt over 100 miles away to photograph her newborn daughter. By a bizarre coincidence, she had been sold the original plate, which had been mistakenly marked as unused when the printed developed both children were in the picture. That's interesting.
That is very interesting.
So she took a picture and took it to be developed, and it was marked unused. After the breakout of World War I, she went all the way over 100 miles away and bought another one to
And in 3 minutes, we're going to do a video call.
took a picture of her newborn daughter at the time, which was over a year later, and used it like it was new, took a picture, and then went and had it developed, and both the infant son and her daughter were on the same.
That is very interesting.
That is pretty cool. This is cool stuff, man.
Yeah.
I'm getting excited about this. Aaron Harmon sent us a big smiley face. Becky says, wow. All right, so number 7, we're getting ready to call, and Rooster will get in on this too. This one's entitled Book Find. The great actor Anthony Hopkins, I guess now it's Sir Anthony Hopkins, agreed to appear in a film version of The Girl from Petrovka by George Pfeiffer. In 1973, Hopkins was surprised to find a copy of the novel lying on a bench at a train station. He kept the book, which turned out to be Pfeiffer's own copy. He had lent it to a friend. The book was stolen from his friend's car and eventually found its way to the train station where Hopkins found it. And
His own book, his own copy.
The author's own copy.
Wow.
And he actually starred in a movie based on that book.
Wow.
Yeah. Number 6, rolling in. Twins.
What a coincidence.
Jim Lewis and Jim Springer, no relation to Jerry, I'm assuming, were twins separated at birth. Both adopted families named their boys James. Both boys grew up and became law enforcement officers. Both had training in mechanical drawing and carpentry, and both ended up marrying women named Linda. They both had sons, one named James and Alan, and the other James Allen. The twin brothers divorced their wives and remarried, both to women named better. Both brothers owned dogs named Toy. So that's interesting.
That is very interesting.
Number 5 coming in, but we got a minute. Revenge killing. Okay, that sounds a little bit dark. But in 1883,
Yes.
a young man named Henry Zigland broke off a relationship with his girlfriend, which caused her to kill herself. The girl's brother tracked down Zigland and shot him, then took his own life. Zigland survived the shooting as a bullet grazed his face and lodged in a tree. Years later, Zigland decided to cut down the tree with the bullet in it. The tree was so large that he decided to blow it out of the ground with dynamite. The explosion caused the bullet to fly out of the tree and into Zigland's head, killing him instantly.
Whoa.
That is interesting. Sad, but interesting. First of all,
We
there's
should be getting a call from Johnny any second.
there is a lot of there's a lot of things I would consider a bad idea, and one of them is blowing a tree down with dynamite. I guess they didn't have gas-powered chainsaws. Dana says it'll just be her this morning. She's on her way, but will be coming in the very last minute.
Who?
Dana.
Oh, okay.
So, catch Dana's new show. That most of them are pre-recorded, and they are. It's called Wisdom for Today.
All right.
Did you hear about the revenge killing? This is super interesting. Today's list is interesting. They nailed Jesus to the cross, and he died, but 3 days later, he came back to life. That's what Larry says.
Yeah. How come I'm not getting that?
I don't know. He just posted it. Because I know what Larry's next. Hi, Andrea. For since the creation of the world, his invisible attributes are clearly being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. So that talks about in Romans 1:20 how ignorance is no excuse for being hellbound. You can't say I didn't know about it.
All right, now we have Johnny on the phone, and we are going to bring.
How's it going?
You'll have to unmute the computer.
Right.
Yeah.
And you guys will
Working
hear
it
a
out.
slight echo. We're still working on
Just
that.
outside where it's not
It's
so
not
close
that bad of
to
an
it.
echo either.
And there he is.
Johnny, you there?
Yep.
Okay, I'm not.
I'm going to walk out.
Oh, wait.
We're walking outside.
There you are.
No.
So
we're not
there is
leaving.
a slight echo, but not bad. I think you guys could probably handle this, right? You guys can handle this echo. We're working on the
What I'm
routing situation.
thinking is I was going to do attach a microphone.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's a routing thing on our computer. I think, but still, you're right on the wall back there. Look at you go. So we're glad to have you here with us today, Mr. Rooster. I'm trying to work on, I got to talk to Jim about getting us all, a way to get us all email addresses that end with axmediagroup.com. Anyways, so revenge killing.
Going
is number
back in.
the golden scarab. 4 golden scarab is number 4. Golden scarab. From the structure of the dynamics of Psych by Carl Jung. A young woman I was treating had at a
Carl
critical.
Jung, famous psychologist or psychologist.
What's
yeah.
his name? Carl Jung.
He Carl Jung. Jung.
Jung.
Yep, that's how it's pronounced.
You guys are watching Johnny in the background. He's just spinning everywhere. Hey, nice light there, Johnny.
Yeah, and if you want to, which would be helpful, turn your.
Hey
phone
guys,
back-
Oh wow, you're loud.
turn your phone back. To the
you guys, I've got my new mic on.
All right.
Yeah, you might want to.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's
It is better.
Okay, Luke, let's go outside with this thing.
or
Yeah.
go. You can go in the mic.
So is this new mic coming through loud and clear?
It's
It's
distorted.
So your volume might be up a little high.
Because I don't hear you, and I guess I'm going to need headphones to hear you.
Oh, you don't
Probably.
hear us?
I've got.
Yeah, you probably will need headphones.
Is
And you
that
could turn the volume.
is that the Rode mic?
Sometimes plug it in.
Where would these go?
Is that the Rode mic from the
Sorry.
other camera?
I don't think there's a good port for
He
that.
can't hear us.
Ah.
I need something else.
Becky says, "Okay, bye now."
Oh, that might. So I need different. Do you have anything like that, or do you know there's another port? Oh, perfect.
What's that?
I don't know.
Getting wired for some.
Can you hear us now? John?
Sticking on my earphones so I can hear you. I can hear you better.
Can you hear us now?
All right, now I can hear me.
Can you hear you? Can you hear us?
Sorry about that, guys.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
I'm not able to hear you, but I assume you can hear me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Yeah, don't hold the mic so close to your face. It's a very sensitive mic.
Yeah, that mic, you don't want it too close. He can't hear us, though.
Becky can't hear us. She says, or she can't hear him.
No.
Let's
but
go in
so-
and see.
The audio's on. Are you hearing?
Can you communicate with them? Be a go-between. I can't hear them.
Are we hearing him?
He's way louder.
Than us?
He can't hear us. It's not. It's
They can't hear me?
Headphone. Because he's plugged that mic in.
So the headphone jack on that device I gave you only works if you switch it. But then we can't hear you.
Right.
So it switches from headphone.
Is that
for
the
play-
Rhodes mic? For the, yeah, it's really sensitive. You don't want to hold it very close to your mouth. It's super sensitive, and that's why it's really loud.
And it's distorting.
She's saying
So my mic is loud.
you might
My
be
mic
able
is
to-
loud, and they can't hear me.
adjust the sound on the panel where his call is? Can't you do that? Like, just go to settings, audio settings on it?
And he is on audio settings on vMix.
Oh, do I need to switch this off the
on
mic?
that particular
Okay,
one.
I got it. Okay, now you did it. I understand now. I can hear you now.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, I switched an
Yeah, but he's like really
little gizmo on this.
All right, so hold on a second, Johnny. So you know
He's
that's
coming from the same time we are on the Roland.
yes, but his with that microphone, he's like really loud.
Yeah.
So you'll want to go to the square where the call is, the little square.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go to the little settings wheel on there,
See that?
and
Okay.
then you should
mic
there
to
should be
that
an
other.
audio setting.
I do not have one.
I'm blowing him out with his mic. That's funny.
Or just go down to the audio settings in the bottom corner.
In the bottom corner.
There should be. Let me come over there.
Hello? No, we're not losing everybody. We still got some people.
I can hear you fine.
Yeah, you can't hold that microphone too close to your mouth. It distorts.
So does this sound good here?
That sounds good, yeah. That sounds
I got to
good.
keep it like this.
Yeah.
Well, welcome everybody, and thanks for watching.
Hello?
Very interrupting.
Go ahead and give us a hello.
Give us a hello. He's giving us a hello.
Hello.
So now what do you think of that, ladies and gentlemen? Those of you who are watching and giving
Now
us
that you are
feedback.
watching,
Okay now. How about now? Is it still okay? Because I don't know if I got that message before or after I adjusted that volume.
boy, you sound really good, Jay. Sounds great.
Does it sound great?
Yes, really good.
No.
No echo.
Now, I don't know. You may be low now because we changed
Okay,
it
but I've
right
got the
when that
mic
message
pretty
came.
far away. How about this?
Yeah, we are losing people.
We're losing people. Don't leave.
Yeah. That's growing pains.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pastor Paul was talking
unusual.
about like he said whenever we started doing stuff like that, he just went ahead and shut it off because I mean.
Yeah, I just crushed your callers.
Yeah, but you know what? That happens, and we've got to be able to use this stuff. You know what I mean?
We have to. We've got to get effective.
I agree with Dennis, though. I think we need to get you a different mic
Yeah.
for that because that's
Okay.
that's meant for like from a distance. That's meant to hear you from like
Yeah.
5 to
So
10
you
feet
want
away.
really a lapel mic?
Yes,
Or
which I
an
got him
interview
one.
I've got that. Yeah, you got me one.
They
Let's
have
try
an
that
interview
one.
mic that you can use for that too.
Yeah.
They have
We'll
one
work on it.
designed.
Let me try that little one.
All right. So the golden scarab.
Where's that little bag we had?
While you're trying to figure that out, we're going to go ahead and continue on with number 4 from the book, The Structure of Dynamics of the Psyche by Carl Jung.
Call Jung.
Jung. A young woman I was treating had at a critical moment a dream in which she was given a golden scarab. While she was telling me this dream, I sat with my back to the closed window. Suddenly I heard a noise behind me like a gentle tapping. I turned around and saw a flying insect knocking against the window pane from the outside. I opened the window and I caught the creature in the air as it flew in. It was the nearest analogy to the golden scarab that one finds in our latitudes, a scarabid beetle. The common rose chafer, or the Setonia aurata, whatever that is, which, contrary to its usual habits, had evidently felt an urge to get into a dark room at this particular moment. I must admit that nothing like it ever happened to me before or since, and that the dream of the patient has remained unique in my experience. So that's not super exciting, but it's interesting.
That was technical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and the reason, and I should have talked to you already about this.
I've got a different mic.
On Friday, Jeffy and Peggy Lee, they have an event in Marshfield. And you may want to tune in for this on Friday.
Tomorrow.
So Johnny Rooster's segment
That's
and Jeff and Peg
tomorrow.
segment, they're going to do an on-location event, media event at that event for
Cherry
both of us.
Blossom Festival.
Because Jeff and Peg can't be here because they have the event.
But we're going to use the video call, and they're going to use their camera.
And that's so. Forgive us for practicing these things maybe at an inappropriate.
Can you
time,
guys
but
hear
the
me?
reason we're doing that is so we can be prepared to use this
Right.
technology in
Andrea.
an effective way for a big event.
Can they
Now,
hear me?
Jeff and Peg. Now, Peggy Lee was the girlfriend of Radar on MASH.
Yeah, but can he
There were
even
gonna
hear
be,
me?
People from
Yes, we can hear him.
Little House on the Prairie. Nellie's going to be there.
He's still distorted, though.
Also, people from the Waltons are going to be there. So those are shows that I grew up with.
Ah,
And
that's
it's
my
go-
mother's maiden name, you know.
And
Walton.
Peg may have some connections there to them that she can introduce us, and Johnny can do a live on
Larry says-
location media event.
Can't hear Jay. Rooster is loud. So you want to go, you know, and that's one of those things that's going to be difficult on all of us. It is distorted
Okay, so
still.
thank you,
How's
Larry.
that?
And go ahead and give us a hello, Johnny.
Hello, Johnny.
Hello, Johnny. Hello, Dolly.
There's a delay.
So
They said I'm
can you-
loud.
No, they're saying Rooster is loud.
Yeah.
And
Now,
they can't
am I
hear
still
us.
loud?
At all?
Larry, am
So
I still
turn up
loud?
5 and 6
Okay.
on the roll-in board.
Larry's our technical advisor.
He is. He's our. What did we call? We had someone like that in the beginning. Is that better,
really need an
guys?
audience
That
member
should be
like
better.
Larry.
It's not
What
distorted.
are you
Larry.
saying?
Well, we want to.
definitely
Yeah,
all
we're
about what
asking
Larry
our,
hears, 'cause he's our audience.
that right now.
Larry's the one that needs to report.
Yeah.
'Cause that really
Dennis
makes a
says
difference.
that Johnny is better now. Who is Jay
Good, then
talking
that's
to?
good, 'cause
That
Dennis
is
is-
Mrs.
he's
Rooster. That is
listening.
Andrea
Yeah.
Cockcroft, Johnny Rooster's
I got
wife
my
and
oldest son
assistant,
here. I
and
got
she
my
also
oldest
helps
son
us
here
out with
today.
whatever we need up here.
Yep.
She also sells Mary Kay. She also does essential oils.
Ballroom. She's
What is
a
it?
ballroom dancer.
Ballroom dancer.
Joe Terra, Doe,
Joe Terra,
Joe
Joe
Terra.
Mama, and
essential oils. Remind
Joe
me to
Terra,
sample
Joe
one of your
Terra.
sandalwoods, if you got it.
hey,
It's
my
like
oldest
some-
son here is from Colorado. He's here as well.
Oh, we got somebody from Colorado there, which is your son.
That's my oldest son, Luke.
Hi, Luke.
Hi, Luke.
He's a magician. I mean, a musician.
Oh, he's a magician, musician.
He's a musician.
You look familiar.
He's a
Have I
magic
met you before?
magician. He's
Has
just
he been here with you guys before?
Okay, we're gonna have to have you with that phone in the other room or something.
So
Yeah, that's
again, please
terrible.
forgive us for all of this. What we're doing is preparing for a live on location media event in, that's going to have a bunch of the stars from TV
we're late.
shows that we. Yeah, we are. All right.
Well, so we'll have to get back and we'll finish these up tomorrow, and then we'll go into.
Tomorrow's our big
I don't want to
day.
use bizarre mental disorders.
Come watch us tomorrow live from Marshfield.
Bizarre. It's like, is there anything?
See you,
that's-
Johnny.
Johnny, we'll see you, buddy.
All right, and the music.
Larry Melton said he danced a ballroom competition for 7 years. All right, so I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on the Morning Drive today. We'll be back on tomorrow, same time, same channel. Be sure and tune in next for Penny for Your Thoughts, and it's going to be Dana today, followed by Dana's verse-by-verse study on, not verse-by-verse, but it's like a devotion on Proverbs.
Proverbs, excellent.
So until then, my friends, God bless you and keep you. We love you. My name is Matt.
My name is Jay.
This has been
The Morning Drive.